Chevello ringside with Mark the Hammer Castanini, and making his way into the ring is a man who knows no fear, a man who has taken on the big guns. He's done the hard rounds and paid his dues. Tonight, Tony Coburn is looking to pay out the punishment to Amir Shafipour in this battle for the world title.
Well, Tony Coburn, an experienced campaigner indeed, and his recreation outside of the ring, he likes to ride bulls. That's right, rodeo rider. Tony Coburn, that's what he does for his enjoyment. And I think he does the kickboxing as a bit of a sideline.
That music can only mean one thing: the emergence of the two-time world champion, the man from Iran, the Prince of Pain, the classiest kickboxer in Australia, the man they call Prince, Amir Shafipour. The Prince has remained undefeated in Australia, taking care of business against the very best. But tonight, Shafipour faces arguably his toughest contest yet as he steps up to the plate to take on the bull rider, Tony Coburn. What a showman he is, Hammer, the Prince, Amir Shafipour.
Well, the Prince Amir Shafipour has had many challenges and has answered all of them. And he certainly is a classy campaigner. Once again, coming to Australia after a fairly hectic campaign in Thailand, fighting in big Lumpini Stadium over there, now resident in Australia.
At 74.2 kilos, a fight record that stands at 29 fights, 23 wins, 6 losses, 7 KOs. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting under Joe Hilton, Tony Coburn!
What an ovation for the bull rider, Tony Coburn, Mark, with the legendary Joe Hilton in his corner. This is going to be an absolute corker. I'm excited about it.
He's a tough fighter, Tony Coburn.
Ah, yeah. Oh, yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, weighing in at 74.6 kilos. His record stands at 56 fights for 50 wins. He fights under Tarek Salak. Ladies and gentlemen, from Melbourne in the blue corner, Prince Amir!
And listen to that ovation for the one and only Prince Amir. You can cut the atmosphere here at the Penrith Panthers with a knife. We are cooking in here tonight, Hammer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please be upstanding for the prospective national anthems. Firstly, the Australian national anthem, followed by the Iranian national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I can't hear you out there.
Joyful strains, let us sing. We are ready to rumble our main event for the world super middleweight title, Hammer.
Standing for the Iranian national anthem. Thank you. The middleweight title. It is set for 12 by 2-minute rounds, and ladies and gentlemen, firstly, before we commence, this professional bout this evening is conducted under the rules of the Boxing Authority of New South Wales. Rounds will be scored on the 10 points must system. The Boxing Authority cut-eye rule will apply. A standing eight count will be regarded as a knockdown. The 3 knockdown rule in any one round will apply. A boxer can only be saved by the bell in the last round. The no foul rule will apply. Representing the Boxing Authority of New South Wales tonight is Tony Batten. Ladies and gentlemen, the medical officer in attendance is Dr. Alex Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. In the red corner, Tony Coburn. In the blue corner, Prince Amir.
Well, certainly Tony Coburn has fought some tough fighters in his career, but I can tell you there will be no tougher fight for Tony Coburn than the Prince Amir. He is one classy Iranian fighter. He fights with a lot of pride. But once again, lovely fellow outside of the ring.
You both got your instructions before we got out here. Do I have any questions?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen. Touch gloves.
Amir now living in Melbourne, training out of the Braveheart gym under the guidance of Tarek Solak. Tony Coburn, Queensland. Joe Hilton is his trainer. And I'm sure we're going to see some great exhibition of technique in this bout.
Well, the time for talk is over. We're underway in the first round. The world middleweight title on the line. The bull rider Tony Coburn right of screen. The Prince Amir Shafipour left of screen. This should be an absolute classic, folks. Prince Amir, a traditional slow starter, coming off a knockout victory over the Mad Dog Marcus Mangan in Melbourne on the undercard of Sam Greco and Birol Topuz.
Once again, this fight under traditional kickboxing rules. No Thai technique allowed, no knees, no elbows. And I'd really like to see this fight held under those rules. Obviously in Sydney, with the legislation being so stifling, we're not privy to see that. But possibly Melbourne or Queensland, maybe a rematch at a later date. Amir and Tony Coburn fighting under Thai rules. I think it would be something special.
Look out for the power of the bull rider Tony Coburn. Look out for the excellence of execution that is the Prince Amir Shafipour. One of, if not the best technician in the country. Nice low leg kick there from Shafipour. Of course, that round kick off the rear leg is his most lethal weapon, especially when he starts to crack it away to the ribs come the second or third round. And as usual, Hammer, Amir just starting the bout slowly. Both men really a tentative start, the feeling out process.
Well, obviously in Thailand they fight 5 3-minute rounds, full knees and elbows. So you really have to start the fights at a rather slow feeling out sort of rate. And I think Amir is still in that mindset. Even now he's fighting in Australia under 2-minute rules. He is renowned as being a slow starter, but geez, once he gets going, it's a cracking pace that he goes at, and a devastating one at that.
End of the first round of action, a hug in the corner there for Tony Coburn. They're confident they had that round in the bag, Mark.
Well, I think Coburn landed some solid shots there, but the conditioning of Amir Shafipour's body is such that you can land those solid round kicks to his midsection, and they basically just bounce off him. He is a very, very well-conditioned athlete and someone who has been a part of the Thai boxing scene for a long time, and he has had many, many fights, fought the best, and this is just another day at the office for Amir Shafipour. You see Tarek Solak in the corner with Amir Shafipour giving him some instructions between the rounds. but you can bet a fighter of Amir's caliber will have some sort of a rough game plan in his mind after the first round as to how he's going to go about fighting someone with the experience of Tony Coburn, who is one tough competitor. As I said, rodeo rider in his spare time, Michael.
No bull about it. Here we go in the second round. World title on the line. The Prince against the Bull Rider. Front kick to the face there by the Bull Rider, Tony Coburn. Prince Amir, of course, a world-travelled fighter. Has fought in Sweden, Hong Kong, Thailand, America, now based in Melbourne, Australia. Coburn just catching him there with the short right hand. Defensive kick off the left leg there by Prince Amir. Amir just chopping the right hand to the bread basket. Timed it well.
Good kick. Good.
Nice right hand there from Coburn.
Your hands free. Work out.
Solid punches from both fighters landing there.
Of course, little known fact that Amir Shafipour had 20 amateur bouts as a boxer in Sweden.
That certainly helps with his anticipation when it comes to the boxing strikes. Nice little neat uppercut there coming from Amir Shafipour.
Time.
Of course, Shafipour voted in a recent issue of International Kickboxer magazine as the smartest fighter in Australian kickboxing, Mark.
Well, that he is. He's a thinking man's fighter. And Amir Shafipour, featuring in the Authority, International Kickboxer magazine, is the authority on the sport. And for him to be given that ranking, it's certainly something special. And of course, all of tonight's fights and action from around the country, you can read all of that in International Kickboxer magazine.
Shafipour just coming through with a straight right hand. Coburn ties him up in the centre. Leg kick to the outside left thigh by the Bull Rider. There's the end of the second round, Hammer.
Well, once again, the Prince Amir is still at a fairly leisurely rate, working. And Coburn really putting in some power technique, landing some good solid shots on Amir. But it's sort of the calm before the storm in a lot of respects. He doesn't get to doing anything that he doesn't want to do. Amir, there you see a nice solid right round kick landing on Coburn as the fighters mix it up. Nothing really clean coming out of that. Bit of a flurry, but nothing telling.
Seconds down. Seconds down.
We're underway in the third round of action. World middleweight title on the line. Prince Amir against the Bull Rider, Tony Coburn. Coburn starts strongly. Amir fires back with that left hand. There's the round kick to the ribs, that lethal weapon of the Prince.
Coburn getting a warning for grabbing the kick, for holding the kick. Of course, in the Thai style of fighting, you can grab the kick and take the supporting leg, and that is counted as a takedown. So Coburn, obviously, his mindset is still in the Thai boxing mind frame. That's why he keeps grabbing that leg. Sometimes it's just an instinct and a basic reflex.
Beautiful high left round kick there by the Prince Amir. We will see Amir step up the pace in this round. He'll raise the intensity level here at the Penrith Panthers.
Well, it's scheduled for 12 rounds. I don't know if he's going to go that early, Michael. Of course, as I said, in the Thai boxing, 5 rounds is what they go at. This is 12 by 2. So Amir might be even leaving his run a little late.
It will be an interesting test for Amir. Never gone 12 rounds before in his career. Leg kick by Coburn. Left hook, then the right uppercut from Coburn. Amir just acknowledges it. Says, yep, you got me on that one. There's the short right uppercut again from Coburn. Leg kick was well checked by Prince Amir.
Coburn working that right uppercut well. setting it up with the left hook and then powering up with that uppercut. That's good technique from Coburn.
Whipping rib kick off the left leg, the lead leg by Prince Amir. Coburn responds with one of his own off the rear leg.
Coburn's got to start throwing more combination. He's relying on ones and twos. He's got to throw, 3, 4, 5 shots continuously.
Step up side kick there from Amir.
That's it, fellas. Well
And there's the end of the round. I can start to feel the pace heat up here, Master Hammer.
Well, Prince Amir showing his versatility there with that step-up side kick. He's not just a straight Thai fighter. He can vary his kicks. And, of course, his punches are of note as well. You see the fighter squaring off. Switch-up kick by Amir to the inside thigh. Coburn answers with some hand technique. Stringing a few good punches together there. None of them really troubling Amir. He keeps his gloves very high, and that is the difference between, have a look at these boys and have a look at the guys earlier who are carrying their hands around their chest. These guys are holding their gloves up nice and high, looking down the barrel, whereas some of the novices earlier had their hands lower and they were getting caught as a result.
Seconds down.
We're about to roll into the 4th round of action. If this were a Thai fight, this is where Prince Amir would really step up the intensity and turn it on to pretty much full adrenaline mode. Of course, scheduled for 12 by 2.
Coburn changes stance. Tries with a straight left. Goes from orthodox to southpaw to try and confuse Amir.
Leg kick to the outside left thigh by Coburn. Amir then plants the left hand. Round kick to the ribs by Amir. Coburn just wading in with the right hand, the looping right. Amir just sizing him up in the centre of the ring. Just waiting to unload the heavy artillery. There's the big right hand by Prince Amir. He planted him like a tree. Tony Coburn, the bull rider, has gone down. Could have been the end for the bull rider. He's cut. He's cut. It's all over. It's good night, Irene, for the bull rider. Prince Amir Shafipour takes the world middleweight title with a knockout in centre ring.
As Amir finishes with his traditional splits on the ropes there. Have a look at that. Shows you the flexibility of this man, the Prince.
He stepped up the intensity, Hammer.
Well, he caught Coburn a little by surprise. There's that big overhand right. Spun Coburn right around. And down he went.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, let it go. Coburn had his hand hooked behind Amir's head. Amir's come over the top of that left hand, and that was the end of the day for Coburn. Very unfortunate, but as I said, I'd like to see this one under Thai rules. As I said earlier, they're fighting under some kind of rules that are a bit different to what these fighters are most proficient at. And Prince Amir, have a look at him. He's really enjoying himself out there tonight.
Well, scenes of jubilation in centre ring from the corner of Prince Amir. Let's have a look at the action as it went down again. He spun him around. Look at that, Hammer.
Well, Coburn really took that one hard, and he is a hard man, Tony Coburn, and I'll tell you, nothing short of a powerhouse punch will drop a fighter as hard as Tony Coburn, and Prince Amir certainly loaded that one up to the max.
If I could have Lee Armstrong, please. Chairman of the board.
Give him a kiss, come on. That's all, eh? That's the spirit of Christmas.
It's
Take my mask off. Like right.
Prince. Congratulations. From all of us here at Panthers, Lee Armstrong, on behalf of Panthers, would like to present you with this lovely trophy. Congratulations. Amir, while you're getting your gloves off, just quickly, if we could face this way, face the cameras, if we could, please. Oh, look at that. Yes, absolutely. Mate, Tony got you with a good couple, but you sort of just stalked him. Was that your plan? Well,
it's not a plan, but I like to get in hurt before I hurt somebody. When I go home, I'm not gonna feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? You're not gonna eat anybody before they eat you.
So it was a little bit of a plan. You wanted to cop a couple to see what he had.
Well, we gotta put up the show anyway. You don't want to see 30 seconds show and go.
Well, okay, hang on. I mean, does that rule out a rematch?
Well, that's up to my promoter and my trainer. Whatever he say, I stick by it. If you told me tomorrow I fight a heavyweight, I fight a heavyweight. Anybody.
So you're willing to fight anybody?
Anybody, absolutely. For the right money, anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Mate, congratulations, good fight, well done.
Thank you. I want to thank you, Tony. He's a great fighter. To come in here and put up the good fight, I really enjoy it. After when I come to the ring, I didn't feel so well, honestly. When we start punching each other a little bit, I feel like, oh, this is nice. I enjoy it. So it wasn't me to do it to enjoy it. He helped me, you know. Anyway, I want to thank you, great promoter, Mr. Richard Bradford. He put up the good show. But you know something? You Australian people, you come in here to support your country, man. But what's going on, man? You don't come in enough. If you come in, if you come more and scream more, maybe you would knock me out next time. Huh? That's all. And I want to thank you, all my friends, all Turkish friends coming here to support me. And everybody, thank you, brother.
Well done, congratulations.
Just to sum up Amir. Amir actually lives in Sweden. He's an Iranian citizen. He's been coming out to Australia for the last 4.5 years fighting in Melbourne. It's his 9th fight and he's won every 9 of them. He's undefeated in Australia. He's got 3 world titles now because he's really a welterweight. He fights super welterweight and today was a middleweight. So like he said, with the right offer, we'll put on even a heavyweight in front of him. I've got no problems with that. He is from the Braveheart Gym. I promise you, next year when we do come down, we'll come down with a full squad. But you Aussies have to get behind it like he said. Bring more people in so we can have a bit of a competition. Thank you very much for Tony and his corner. He's done a marvellous job. And thank you, Richard.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've been thanking our sponsors and everyone else putting it together. You're getting it from these people. They're telling you guys have got to bring more people down.
Thanks, mate.
But before we go anywhere, Tony, commiserations, mate. Matty, I mean, I was watching. He did catch you off guard with a good one, but you did hit him with a few beauties.
Yeah, you know, I've taken the fight at short notice. I've had about 8 days preparation. I knew he's a big hitter. He just caught me one without, you know, just my bad luck. He's a better fight on the day, but I'm sure I can do a lot better.
Well, mate, I don't mean to put the micro on you, okay? I mean, because we were talking about you back there, and we were saying, well, this is going to be a good fight because Tony's a tough guy, and he's hard to knock out, and unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. Mate, I've already put the cat amongst the pigeons. I've already mentioned it, a rematch. Is that on the cards?
It's not up to me. It's whoever's, you know, I'll fight him anytime, so.
That's what I want to hear. You'll fight him anytime?
Yeah, no worries. A lot more preparation, I'll be a lot better.
Mate, I'd love to see it because, I mean, as I said, it was a good fight. You did hit him with a few beauties, but he did stalk you. I mean, you hit him a couple of times, but he kept looking at you.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a tough boy. He's there walking there in front of you all the time, and I was just there trying to fight with him, and he just got the good shot on me, and I'm still proud to be Australian.
Well done, mate. First time I've seen you fight, and I've loved it. Good luck.
And also, I'd like to thank my wife because I was a bit worried coming down here this week because she had a baby on Tuesday night, a little boy, so thanks.
Congratulations. Well done.